Remember me? Did you remember to do your homework? Check out this lesson to learn some great questions and phrases using the word remember. Hi, I'm Steve, and this is Single Step English. In this lesson, you are going to learn 5 really useful questions and phrases or expressions that use the word remember. The first question that uses remember is, do you remember me? This is used when you're asking the other person if you know who I am. Maybe we met one time before and you're asking them, do you remember who I am? Do you remember me? You might also hear people shorten this to simply, remember me? But if you want to be polite, you can simply ask, do you remember me? Now, if someone asks you this question, do you remember me? You can answer, think about it, oh yes, I remember you. All right? And your intonation, yes, I remember you. Okay, that's where it should be. I remember you. Okay, our next one is this, remember to. And we use remember to as sort of a command, a recommendation. Remember to do something. All right, for example, remember to lock the door. Remember to eat your vegetables. Remember to do your homework. These are all things that I know my mother said to me. All right, that's things that you must do. If you want to make this expression a little softer, you can change it into a question. Did you remember to? All right, you're asking them, did you remember to lock the door? Did you remember to take your lunch? All right, it's a little more polite because it's in a question. Remember to is more of a directive, a command. All right, so there's a little bit of a subtle difference between those two. For instance, maybe your parents may say to you, did you remember to walk the dog? Did you remember to feed the cat or feed the dog? They're asking you questions. Did you remember to? All right, the next one is, I can't remember. That means you cannot recall the information. Oh, I can't remember. What did you eat for dinner last night? Last night? I can't remember. What's my first name? What? You can't remember? If someone can't remember, you may hear them use this expression. I can't remember off the top of my head. Yes, I can't remember off the top of my head. That means in this moment, in this instant, I can't remember that information. But if I have more time, I probably can remember. But right now, I can't remember off the top of my head. Do you remember which team won the World Cup in 2014? Maybe you would say, I can't remember off the top of my head. But you're thinking, and then you will remember. Here is one that is a little challenging. As far as I remember. As far as I remember. And this is similar to the expression, as far as I know. For example, maybe your friend asks about a test at school. And they say, when is our next test? Is it at the end of the month? Oh, and you answer, as far as I remember, the teacher changed the test until next month. Yeah, as far as I remember, the test date changed to next month. So as far as I remember, you think you heard this information and you're remembering. So as far as I remember, the test date changed. All right, in this lesson, you learned 5 really useful questions and some phrases that use the word remember. I hope using these will help you sound more natural and feel more confident speaking English. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.